Hello, everyone. For this week, I'm going to be talking about the California State Controller's Office benefits processing times. The California State Controller's Office is the office that's responsible for the paychecks and benefits of all California state government employees. They're the ones that send out paychecks, that help us with our health benefits, keep track of pensions, and that sort of thing. One big thing they do is changing and updating health benefits. That's if you turn 26 and you're off your parents' care, if you want to be on your spouse's health care, or you just want to change from Kaiser to Blue Shield or something like that. All that goes to the state controller's office because it affects your pay. So changing or updating these benefits has a backlog of over 9 months. So that means if you request updated benefits in January, it won't actually show up on your paycheck, or it won't show you have benefits until September. And this is a really big deal because people obviously need to be seen by a doctor or dentist during that time. So my thesis is the slow processing times of employee benefit changes at the state controller's office can be rectified by having more motivated employees, better trained employees, and a better workload disbursement. So highly motivated employees will have more incentives and purpose, which will lead them to work harder. If employees are better trained, they are able to work more efficiently and likely get more done in a shorter period of time. Also, dispersing the workload between different workers, management, and possibly even new workers will help the office as a whole become more efficient and could help speed up processing times. So the first theme is motivation. Highly motivated employees will have more incentives and purpose, which will lead them to likely work harder. I believe that McGregor's Theory X and Y management styles must be really evaluated. For example, if a manager is too overbearing and very all over the employee, like shouting in his face, they are likely adhering to Theory X and should try to be more Theory Y. On the other hand, if they're very laissez-faire and believe the employee is doing their best, but there's still these large backlogs, that manager could stand to be more Theory X. So whatever currently is being done is clearly not working, and managers should adjust. Secondly, all levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs must be met before people can be properly motivated. So as a new manager, you should be able to see if employees' safety is being met, if their love and belonging is being met, because maybe they don't feel safe at work. Maybe they don't feel appreciated at home or in the workplace. And as a manager, you can work on those lower levels in the hierarchy in order to have them reach that higher level of self-actualization and be more fulfilled by the work that they do. Secondly, if employees are better trained, they are able to work more efficiently and likely get more work done in a shorter period of time. So the Pendleton Act ensures the government has competent employees by making sure that they aren't there because of favors, but they're actually qualified to do the job, but that does not mean that they don't need more training. Both Frederick Taylor Scientific Management and Mary Parker Follett agree that training is crucial. Scientific Management has one of their 4 steps is dedicated to training, and Mary Parker Follett also says that training is critical to having good, efficient employees. Then also, Herbert Simon talks about a satisfying decision, and that's a decision that's good enough. It might not be a perfect decision, but it's certainly not the worst. And I believe employees must learn to make a satisfying decision. They can't wait around hoping that the perfect solution will come, but they must be able to do the best with the information that they have. Lastly, dispersing the workload between different workers, management, and possibly new workers will help the office as a whole become more efficient and could help speed up processing times. So Luther Gulick's PodScore would tell us that workload needs to be planned and staffing needs to be taken care of and well thought out. These are things that a manager is in charge of. And also Max Weber would tell us that the hierarchy must be clearly defined and the workload must be clearly dispersed. These strict rules set up by Weber could really help in making the office more efficient if everyone knows their roles. Managers must also budget properly and make tough decisions on how much money to spend on each program. Not only is budgeting part of Gulick's PodScore, but it's also part of V.O. Key's idea that we know that we don't have the money that we would like to spend on everything. There's a finite amount of money, and tough decisions must be made on how much to spend on each program. If we spend more money on getting new employees at the state controller's office, that's going to take away from another program somewhere in government. And is that worth it? Transformational leadership would tell us that work cannot be top down, but managers must work with employees. That's also an idea that Follett says as well. Mary Parker Follett says that management should be working right alongside workers, which would also make it easier to distribute the workload. And lastly, Chester Bernard says that communication must be open and constant. The lines of communication should be understandable and accessible, and that way everyone knows their role and can see how the work is being dispersed. And also, he stresses the importance of the competence of the person serving as the communication center. Managers must be able to competently talk about work and competently pass on information from higher up to workers. Those first frontline managers are extremely important as communication centers. In conclusion, the state controller's office needs to have quicker turnaround times on their benefit change requests from state employees. And 3 ways to do that is to have more motivated employees who will work quicker with renewed vigor, better trained employees who will work more efficiently, and better workload disbursement that would make the office as a whole more efficient. Thank you.